A Richmond-based paper producer is putting down $3 billion to acquire one of its biggest competitors. Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver is joining us now with more on this. So Tyler, tell us more details about this deal.
Well, this is a really aggressive play for paper excellence to move into the U.S. market. This is going to be, as you say, a $3 billion all-cash deal involved here, with them acquiring all of Domtar's shares. What's really interesting, though, is that the paper industry, it took a hard hit last year as students and workers stayed home amid the pandemic. People just weren't using as much paper, but prices have been soaring since the fall. That's because, well, paper depends on pulp. It's a byproduct of lumber, and lumber prices have been soaring because people have been pushing forward with a lot of renovations, and there's a lot of high housing demand going on, especially in the United States. This deal, it really does create a very well-positioned BC giant to move into that American market now.
All right. Another story you're following has to do with online sales, and no real surprise here that it's helped out a number of retailers over the pandemic. But I understand Aritzia is releasing some new numbers about their sales.
Yeah, their latest financials reveal that it has been a tough year overall for the Vancouver-based fashion company. If we take a look at the numbers here, we can see that revenue overall, it fell 13% year over year. Online sales, however, they surged up 88% during that same time period. It's kind of been a bit of a saving grace as people have been staying away from a lot of those brick and mortar shops. CEO Brian Hill, though, he seems a lot more optimistic about the prospects of a recovery down in the United States than he does in Canada, as profit actually fell 23% down to $313 million. Now, part of the issue, though, according to analysts, is that people are simply buying less clothing amid this pandemic. Meanwhile, retail analyst David Gray, he tells BIV that it's going to take the resumption of sales at those physical shops for Aritzia to really resume its successful run. E-commerce, it can't really be the only answer for rebounding moving forward.
Got it. All right. Well, we will see when those stores really reopen to full capacity. Maybe next year. Who knows when? Tyler, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sonia.